without people like you, many of us would still be in the cotton fields. Many of us would not be as compassionate as we are. So it isn't a one-man show. It is a group of people who believe in compassion and justice and bridge building that got us where we are. I'll never forget that. I hope I'll never forget that. And I hope that when I'm inclined to believe that I have done this, I hope that that little voice that says to me, instead of saying I, say we, because that's the way it's been.
It's an honor for me to be here today, to pay tribute to the extraordinary sacrifices made by Dr. Jefferson Wiggins and his fellow African-American servicemen in Margraten exactly 70 years ago. Dr. Wiggins' life tells us the history of the incredible dedication of so many African-American soldiers in the U.S. Army and the many hardships they had to endure. African-American soldiers served in separate units during the Second World War and were mostly assigned to supportive services. They were not allowed to eat, sleep, or fight alongside their white countrymen. They were, however, tasked to bury the dead in the cold, wet soil of Limburg in the late autumn of 1944. Thank you, Mieke, for your efforts to keep the narrative of the fields of Margraten alive and for shedding light on such an important part of our shared Dutch and American history. Thank you.
Coming back to Margraten to be part of this very, very important event has really been an overwhelming experience for our family. We came here 5 years ago. We were welcomed by the people of this region, and Jeff had the opportunity to tell a story, not just his story, but his story was a vehicle, and he always understood that, for the story of so many other men who served in World War II and whose contribution was never acknowledged. So he felt it was a very special responsibility that he had to convey the experience and what life was actually like for the soldiers who buried the dead at Margraten. Coming back here on the occasion of this book presentation just continues the very warm feeling that we have for the people of this region and the gratitude that we have for the time that they take to understand people's stories, to appreciate, and to really celebrate the contributions that others have made to their freedom and to their way of life. And it's just a very, very heartwarming experience, and one that our family has been just privileged to be part of.
He said to me, I want to do a project with you, because this story, I feel responsible for the 260 men of my company to extendedly tell what happened.
Then my living shall not be in vain. Then my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living shall